from him. Looks like instead we're going to have Dark Templar come. So we'll see how much energy QXE has on these orbital commands. It looks like it's going to be enough. Huck's going to pull back. Should have done a little bit of damage on this planetary fortress with those Colossus. They are going to be able to outrange the planetary fortress with a range of 6. The Colossus now have a range of 9, adding 3 for that extended thermal lance. Huck going to charge up these Void Rays on his own pylon here, and then possibly each other. We saw him do this in a game against Murder earlier, and try to take down this planetary fortress. Before these missile turrets go up, he needs to focus down the missile turrets with the Zealots. The Zealots aren't going to do a great job versus the planetary fortress. Down goes one Void Ray, down goes the second Void Ray. It lost its charge. The Colossus need to get in here and try to take down these SCVs. They can be very powerful with that attack against the SCVs as they try to repair this planetary fortress. See if we get any sort of drops here. QXE could possibly win this game if he just gets some good drops, takes down some key structures for Huck, taking down this robotics bay, taking down a cybernetics core. It's going to limit Huck's ability to warp in the Stalkers and the Colossus, and then he could go in for the kill. Looks like Huck's going to take down the destructible debris here. QXE no longer has any Marines here, so he's not going to be able to see this expansion. Huck is working on this gold minerals. It's going to help him stay even in the income department. He has 73 harvesters compared to the 65 for QXE, even though QXE's been on 5 bases compared to just Huck's 4. Looks like these Void Rays are going to come in here. They're going to outrange the missile turrets and try to take down these tanks. They're going to do a great job of doing that. So he can take down these tanks and this planetary fortress unless QXE moves out here, and he's doing that. He's stimmed up his Marines to try to take down this Void Ray. But the Void Ray is going to have a full charge. He could focus down some of these Marines. It's like Huck's coming in from both angles with Void Rays. I'd like to see Huck kind of patrol the outside of the map a little bit with these Void Rays, try to take down some of these expansions. Again, both players very healthy income, 1,600 to 1,000 this late into the game is impressive. Huck's going to again try to push this base. If he can get QXE off of this base, QXE's income is going to plummet. So he's going to try to focus down these this planetary fortress. He's using the Colossus to focus down these workers, or should be. Down goes the planetary fortress. Down go all these workers to the Colossus here. Voiders are going to come in. They're going to be able to take down this missile turret. The Zealots are going to take down the missile turret instead. It's burning. It's going to go down. And we see a drop on the gold expansion at the same time. QXE is able to take down Huck's gold, so both players take a huge income hit. QXE is now going to drop on Huck's new base here. If he does that, Huck's going to just be on these last few minerals, and he's not going to have any sort of income. He doesn't have enough minerals right now to create another Nexus, so it's a good thing he just canceled that. This big battle here. All these Colossus are going to try to take down the Marines Marauders. Not many Marines Marauders. QXE should pull back here, use his income advantage. He's just got Huck on these last few minerals here. Instead, he's going to lose his whole army. So, if we look at the income, 1,200 to 200, Huck has got to push out this with this army, and he's going to have to be forced to do long-distance mining here. He cannot yet make a Nexus. He doesn't have 400 minerals, so he's going to have to wait for these probes to get back off this gold. QXE is going to land down on the gold here, send down a bunch of mules, take a really big income advantage here with these mules on the gold. Huck's going to try to take down this orbital command. QXE doesn't have much of an army in position. He wouldn't be able to get there in time. Possibly could have lifted that off and saved it from the Colossus. Just a few Stalkers there might not have been able to take it down. Now QXE is going to move out. Both players, Huck is on no bases, and he's just trying to long distance mine. It looks like he's not going to warp in the Nexus at the southern position here. It's just going to long distance mine. It looks like we're going to have a final confrontation here. Huck's able to get the drop on QXE before he can get these siege tanks into position. He lost 4 or 5 siege tanks there without any shots going off. Huck's able to flank these siege tanks, not much splash damage going on. Huck's got his 69 harvesters all on this gold, long distance mining. He's able to warp in a few more units, and he needs to move out with this army and take the game before QXE is able to. Oh, it looks like Huck's able to find this orbital command here and try to take it down with these Void Rays. QXE is going to do his best to get these Marines in here and this Viking, take down these Void Rays. He is able to repair up this orbital command, and he's going to have some income left. He can call down mules as often as he can and he's just on this last little bit here. I'd like to see him lift off this orbital command, possibly try to land here and get some long distance or some mining going, because right now he's just on the 480, 500 income compared to Huck's. Huck is now getting up this nexus, so he's tired of long distance mining, and this gold is almost run out. Again, he has 70 some workers long distance mining there. Huck just patrolling around with this army. Going to try to take down every unit the QXC loses. Is really going to hurt. He doesn't have much income left. Look at army size. Huck's got a clear advantage, 3,500 to 1,200. Now we see this orbital command coming down here, about to land. Is Huck going to see it? He is. He should focus this down. Looks like he's going to do that. If anything, it'll stop the mules from coming. So he's going to be able to take this down, because now he's blink on his stalkers. He can blink up here. Looks like he's going to do that. He's going to focus fire this down. It's now burning. It's going to go down. All these workers, nothing to do for QXC here. And Huck's going to blink down, rejoin the rest of his army. Looks like QXC is one last push in here. He's going to stim up, try to take down what he thinks is Huck's last expansion here. But really, he's got nothing mining off here. The best he can do is try to take down the workers here, maybe the Dark Shrine if he wants to limit what Huck can create. He's going to take down workers. It's not going to do much. Huck has 60, 70 workers, and QXC is going to lose this force possibly. These stalkers can blink and try to catch. Looks like he's going to drop here on Huck's actual last base, and he should be focusing down this nexus. If he can stim and take it down, he might be able to limit Huck's production for a few minutes and come back into this game. Looks like he is able to take down that nexus. He's going to lift off. He is going to lose one of the medevacs there. Looks like he drops off. He thinks he's just going to lose this medevac, so he drops off and does as much damage with that Marauder as possible. Now we have dueling long-distance miners from both players. It looks like the maybe the SCVs punched through that debris. Huck now has big advantage, army size 3,600 to 1,000. He's got the only mining going on the map, besides just a little bit here QXC has. If we look at income, it looks like QXC does have a small advantage here, but once Huck gets this nexus back up, he'll have the advantage. QXC has no more orbital commands to try to land here, and he cannot afford the 400 minerals. He just has to try to hope that he can maybe siege up and take down Huck's big army and then move out on his own. So it's going to be one last stand here. Huck does have to come for this main, though he is just cleaning up all over the map. But Huck can wait until this nexus comes in, warp in more units, and take down these final forces. QXC has his workers in position. Might see a workers go in for some sort of defense. If we look at the production, it looks like QXC is going for cloaked banshees, so he may use those, some sort of harass on Huck's workers. Huck again does have observers on the map. Actually, just one observer, so if he doesn't have that in a good position, cloaked banshee could take out a lot of his workers. Looks like this medevac's just patrolling all around here. QXC almost mined out here. Last thing he could possibly do, as he has these Marines patrolling against any possible void rays, last thing he could possibly do is lift off this orbital command and land it right here and get a little bit of income, but for now he's just going to mine out these last few mineral fields and maybe hole up here with his tanks and see if he can take down Huck's large army when it comes to attack. Again, Huck at 3,700 to 1,700. See, every single base has been almost mined out here besides the one. So both these players using every single mineral. If we look at units lost, both players have lost over 40,000 minerals worth of units. Huck says he's so tired. This would have been his elimination game if he's not able to take it, and he knows he's got to win it to push a game 4. He's put everything he has into this game, and so far played very well. QXC going to scout down with this factory here, see where Huck's units are. Huck again just waited for this nexus to get up, just going to get this income going again, and just going to try to blink in here, take down the siege tanks. He's able to do so, and now QXC has almost no army now, 800. Might see a GG coming up soon. Huck pushing into the main. Cloak Banshee coming out. Huck's not going to be able to see it, but he should be able to do enough damage with this army that the Banshee's not going to be able to kill it fast enough, and QXC finally GG's. So really intense game there. Huck saves his tournament life. He's going to live to fight another day, and we'll bring you Game 4 next. So, had a fun time casting. Hopefully you had a good time watching, and see you next time. Thanks.